matter what.
Yep, and at the same time, what I could say for the Hellcurt play of Myanmar is that it is really more on the damage, so they really want a Hellcurt that will kill, because most of the time we see a Hellcurt that has the jungle emblem. But the Forken, it is an assassin emblem. So there might be early rotation on Koname's lane from Myanmar's side once Ken is already at level 4. But yep, for Cambodia, they really have to rotate as soon as possible and have Chong Piseth on the lead in terms of levels against everyone.
All right, reminding everyone, this is the bronze match for the SEA Games 2023 men's division. Right now, it is looking really, really good for Myanmar as we expected with the draft. Fighting really early on. Let's go South Piseth with the flicker.
RubyDD with the flicker as well. He was able to connect with the stun in the follow-up, but the vengeance is there from Kusal Piseth. More heals coming up from Odom, so Arlott will be able to survive. But they were able to take the Little Wonder on the side of Myanmar.
Yep, early flickers from both of our players on the XP lane. But yep, Little Wonder definitely on the side of RubyDD. And for Cambodia, what's really nice is that for Odom, he's aware that there will be a rotation at the top lane. So he's just on standby on that area just to give space for Kusal Piseth and for Myanmar not to force the XP laner of the other team to go away or maybe go back to their base.
Mid lane, Kufra and Farsa. This is a very strong mid lane for Myanmar. They've been able to outdo the Valentina and Nestus with the sheer damage coming out from the Farsa and the harass and possible connection from the Kufra. So a little scary combo for Myanmar, but with the level 4 of Odom, which will come up in a bit, I think they're able to fight Turtle here for Cambodia.
I actually get what you mean. It's so point and click. The moment someone gets hit with Tyrant's Revenge, just turn off the lights and then boom, boom, boom.
Just do the damage.
And I worry about this flicker from Odom. There's no Purify. So if he gets jumped on, he can be pursued down by the lineup from Myanmar. And
like this
here with the vengeance. Bouncing ball, Feather Dash like already used by Justin. Just to zone out some heroes on the side of Cambodia. Who will get a turtle here?
Oh, wow.
Both junglers are actually zoned out. Trendavan is named, but Ken with the blink in and the deadly poison slinger with the retribution is able to secure the first objective for Myanmar and 2 kills going to their side. As the Farsa is able to take 2 kills and Kusal Piseth will add more casualties to the side of Cambodia. Oh, as I say that, triple vengeance from Kusal Piseth, but the glue is on top of him. He is still able to get out with some of these vengeances, but the damage is there. 3 kills going towards Myanmar.
He had so much time with that play, but again, it was not enough. And for a moment, I saw 2 Dark Knight Falls.
Yep.
Did you guys see that?
That's actually nice from Valentina Chong Piseth of Cambodia. As to why they also there was a possibility for them to actually steal that turtle, but again for Myanmar, since they already know that the Valentina of Cambodia is focusing on countering the same concept that they have, most likely even the other positioning should be there.
Kusal Piseth.
A lot of micros on this XP.
Yeah, just doing these amazing slashes in the with the vengeance, and he's rocking the tenacity, so he's quite tanky on the Arlott.
Yeah, despite all of the bad things happening for Cambodia in the early game, it's looking like Kusal Piseth really has a mastery of his hero. It would appear, right?
Yes, actually on that instances or sequence at the top lane, I was actually thinking that it was advisable for him to really back away, but with the buy time that they did for Cambodia, definitely for Myanmar, he is going to be a threat once he already has the items and even position with the final slash.
You know what? That lane, it's an Arlott lane. It's an advantage for Kusal Piseth, but you don't lose this hard. Like RubyDD, he was a level above over Kusal Piseth, but just the Arlott is able to outplay him during these minion wave pushes, and we saw that earlier when he used the final slash.
I agree, and I think it's looking really good so far, at least for Myanmar's early game. They don't need to worry too much, although looking like they want to start the setup on the second Lord of the game. And surprisingly, Cambodia wants this.
Koname doing some practice shots there on
but
the bush. Oh, again, the final slash coming out from the Arlott. Kusal Piseth setting up the team fight here for Cambodia. Dark Knight Falls committed by Ken, who gets his turtle. It's the SS for all of the heroes present here. It's the SS that gets the kill. And Cambodia, they're not done yet. RubyDD will also fall. Zippy does not connect the stun, but the vengeance there. Sniper does not hit, but the vengeance still present from Kusal Piseth, and Flicker from Piset as well. Chang Piset on the Valentina is able to take out the carry of Myanmar.
Out of all the heroes, it was the Orum who took the turtle for Cambodia and for Myanmar a bit early on that retribution for Ken. We saw the animation for that spell, but for both of our teams, specifically for Cambodia, by the way, it was a nice formation on taking that turtle. Definitely Orum was in the middle of the team fight, so no need for the Purify because there was Chang Piseth on those taunt skills. We will see that on this replay. Kosal Piseth did a great job, by the way, on that double kill against Cambodia. And just look at that. The whole Cambodian team was just beside each other, just for the sustain. They have a front line, and at the same time, those free hits from a Cone Ame as to why 3 assists for this Beatrix of Cambodia.
Even with the alley-oop in that last play, right? That was a pretty swag player if you think about it.
Yeah, that setup from Kosal Piset, starting the fight with the final slash, and it feels like it was the final trigger that they were waiting for. As Myanmar, they were forced to use the spells as early as possible, but Sken with the Darknet Falls, he tried to recover with the Retribution Turtle, didn't get it. And Cambodia, of course, you naturally just win out because at this point in the game, you have damage and you also have sustain coming out from the Estes.
How much more later on if the favorite boots of Odom is already at pick with 1.5k?
Yeah,
so most
That's
likely
big.
for Myanmar, as much as possible, they should really spike up the damage already for Justine because that is going to be the burst damage. But again, also for Ken, by the way, during the Turtle team fight, he focused his Deadly Stinger on that Fredrin.
Yeah.
So maybe a change of target for the team fight just to really burst a specific hero that could be easily killed on a team fight,
Well,
just for the -1 concept.
We'll find out who comes out on top, especially on this turtle take, which I
Naomi
think Cambodia also wants to take as well.
jumps in.
Naomi, this time
Tyrant's
around.
Rage with the Darknet Falls Shadaban already falling down. Predator Strike casted by Justin onto the back lines. And Odom, he's not able to join the fight here, and Myanmar takes a clean turtle. Naomi, he is still looking into setting up here against Kosal Piset. However, Ruby DD perfectly zoning out 2 heroes on the side of Cambodia.
Yeah, that was definitely not the most efficient pick for Cambodia to try to go for that, especially with Koname very far away from the back line.
Yeah, but I believe Koname during that moment was still clearing a minion wave in the middle lane. But yeah, for Myanmar, it was a better execution again, and still the focus on Chandavan. But during that moment, majority of players of Cambodia are still positioning on the turtle objective, and this is gonna be a fun laning, right, with Ruby Didi and Kosal Piseth on that
Arlet.
mastery of their heroes usage.
This Arlet, man, is really, really crazy. Even though he does not he does not have the same damage as a fighter Arlet, because he is using that tenacity.
Yes.
He's able to play around these skirmishes because, you know, he can just walk in and he is survivable enough to make use of a lot of these vengeances. And I just saw I think it was a Sea Halberd already on Ken, on Hellcat,
Yep,
so
yep.
I think that's big.
That is
Myanmar.
actually very massive, aside from the obvious fact that it will disrupt healing.
Yeah.
The damage is already through the roof.
Speaking of
Jesus
disrupt,
Christ. Look, Ken is level 12.
Yep, that is really fast actually for Myanmar, and that is also because majority of the lanes, aside from Zipic clearing the minion wave, it is really Ken, since there is a big chance for him to be on the backup with that movement speed on the Dark Knight Falls. So definitely,
strike.
oh wait.
Oh, flicker, Naomi!
Oh!
Big vengeance dodge! I mean, it's cute play, but can he survive? He does not. In front of the carry, he dies, and Myanmar gets 1. But again, it was a cute play.
That's right. These are moments where you really remember there's no one that is strong enough against 5 people on your own.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm actually surprised that you know, he had the awareness to
Yep.
know that the Kufra was jumping in.
Could have been a different decision from other players, but Kosal Piseth,
Could have been an easier kill for Myanmar.
That's right.
We have this killer instinct, but for Kosal Piseth, it's the dodge instinct? Or
Dodge instinct.
So
Survival instinct.
survival
instinct.
instinct.
There
you go.
Thank
There's a
more
you so
natural
much,
term for
Ron.
it.
Yep, survival.
Naomi jumps in for the airstrike used by Justin Shandabal. Quickly falls to the
Odom.
damage output of Ken. Odom is not able to land the heal onto the brethren. He healed the other teammates, and they were at full HP.
Oh my god, Myanmar right now is at already at 5.6k gold lead. And take note, Demon Hunter Sword plus Sea Halberd and the Malefic Roar for Myanmar, as to why they are also bursting Chandavan already, because this is actually the specific healer for, hero for Cambodia that is meant to be sustained in the middle of the team fight. So without the tanky hero, I believe this Ube strategy won't really be effective against Myanmar.
I don't envy them right now.
Just by Kasal, but the flicker is there from Naomi. The damage from Feathered Airstrike is so much, and Koname dies, and Zippy naturally takes out the Arlot on the front line. Cambodia, they're not able to sustain the damage output that Myanmar is outputting at the moment, and the Lord is already marching towards the bottom lane.
Myanmar basically doing the same thing over and over again. Try to focus on whoever is in front, and I don't envy Chandavan nor Piset at this point. They are so easy to burst down.
Yep,
and falls by Ken used to make sure
Naomi,
that he is able to push the tower here. Naomi will not be able to catch any target, but Cambodia, they were also reactive when it comes to going back. But the Dark Knight Falls was used, and Naomi falls down to the Embrace's Wrath of the Fredrin, but Ken able to take the tower in the mid lane. Zippy, flicker out, and the Beatrix actually followed through, but Koname was not able to connect onto the carry.
Nice defense, by the way, for Cambodia, although 2 inhibitor turrets was destroyed by Myanmar. And by the way, from Myanmar, the threat that they should look forward to is the final slash. That was close against CV. It just so happened that the players of Cambodia don't really have those ultimates available during that moment because they defended their base. But yup, 10k gold lead for Myanmar on this time. And for the side of Cambodia, there's really no counter yet against the healing as well against this Rubiridi hero, which is Glue. So imagine for Rubiridi as to why he is really aggressive on setting up plays for Cambodia, because there's no enough item sets from Konami, and at the same time, there's no burst as of the moment on Champiset's hero.
He can be aggressive.
Again. Ken jumps in, but Chandavan was able to get away, but Naomi jumps in as well to get a catch, and the latch onto the Fredrin, while Justin takes out the Estes on the backline. So much damage coming out from Myanmar inside the duration of the Dark Knight Falls.
Yep, and that's so far so good here for Myanmar. Rubiridi, he's doing very aggressive plays because he knows that he can.
Yep,
no one can disrupt his healing, like Chantal said.
And at the same time, what makes Rubiridi more confident on setting up plays again or diving on the formation of Cambodia is that whenever he comes in, there's a follow-up feathered airstrike from Justin. So once there is maybe a millisecond of stun or delay against the movement of Cambodia, there are at least 2 hits from the feathered airstrike, then a secure kill already for Myanmar.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Because you see Myanmar always doing this. Like when the Dark Knight Falls pops, the far side is always in the range to use the feathered airstrike onto the SS. And I feel like the communication at the moment is just crystal clear for Myanmar. It's perfect, and all of them actually contribute to making the shots off. Do we actually go? Because again, all these fights have been perfect for Myanmar.
And for Cambodia, it's like, all right, we're blinded. Where is this damage coming from? And it's so difficult, right?
Wait, I'm dead?
Am I dead? Am I dead already?
It's as if you're finding the perfect spot to do those free hits, but then again, your hero's already...
They see the Estes. Naomi already prepping for the jump. Lord is going to be defended there, but Naomi jumps in. He actually gets nothing, and Cambodia actually able to take him down, but at the price of Kusal Piset, that's the Arlot down. But Zippy, the damage of the carry in front line. Zippy able to take out the Estes as well, and Chandapan will fall. Triple kill for the carry, and Myanmar wipes them out. Maniac for Zippy, and they take game number 1.
That looked very crisp and very clean for the Myanmar representatives, and they are definitely in their element.
Zippy